Hey there, history buffs! Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if the Philippines had been a British colony instead of a Spanish one? Well, let's dive into this fascinating what-if scenario. For almost 2 years, from October 1762 to April 1764, the Philippines was part of the British Empire. It all happened during the 7 Years' War, which saw nations across Europe fighting each other. This war was the first true world war, fought on almost every continent Europeans cared about. In the end, the war ended with a status quo antebellum, no major changes. Manila, taken by the British, was returned to Spanish control and stayed with Spain for another 100 years. But what if things had been different? What if the British had held on to the Philippines? To explore this, we need to look at what actually happened. There's a great 3-part series on the British occupation of Manila that you should check out, but here's a quick summary. Spain entered the 7 Years' War to honour its alliance with France, who were fighting against Britain. Spain's European forces were strong, but in Asia, it was the British who ruled the seas. With control over India, the British had significant power in the region. The Spanish Philippines, on the other hand, were relatively weak. In 1762, British forces under William Draper attacked and captured Manila after a siege. The acting Governor-General, Archbishop Manuel Rojo, surrendered, and the islands fell under British control. The Real Audiencia, the highest court of the land, appointed Simon de Anda to continue resistance against the British. The war ended in 1763 with the Treaty of Paris. The treaty stipulated that any territorial changes unknown at the time of signing would not be considered. News of Manila's surrender didn't reach Europe in time, so the status quo was maintained. By 1764, the British relinquished control, ending their occupation. So, back to our original question. What if the Philippines remained British? News of Manila's fall would have had to reach Europe in time, resulting in the Treaty of Paris mandating British control. If that happened, Dawson Drake, a provisional governor during the British control, would likely have retained his position. His term, however, was marred with infighting and ineffectiveness. The Catholic Church would have posed another interesting challenge. Unlike the Spanish, the British often worked within existing institutions. Rojo's surrender guaranteed the Church's safety, so many Spanish customs and traditions might have continued. Beyond Manila, British control was shaky. They barely managed to control nearby areas. The British would likely have used a decentralized rule, allying with local leaders like Diego Silang and Sultan Alamuddin I of Sulu. Economically, Britain dominated its colonies. Filipinos might have had more representation in local politics, and local customs could have been preserved. But British products and interests would have taken precedence. As for the future, a British Philippines might have seen different historical paths. Independence could have come after World War II, like other British colonies. We might have more in common with India than our Southeast Asian neighbours. Ultimately, this exercise shows how nations develop and how socio-political systems rise and fall due to historical events. British rule might not have fundamentally changed the Philippines, but it would have altered its trajectory. One thing's for sure, though, there'll still be a transport crisis. Some things never change. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical what-ifs.